Happy New Year. I wanted to come here and give you an update on my fur baby. I had come down and let you all know that um, he's being treated for his anemia. He got a blood transfusion a couple of weeks ago, which ticked his numbers up a little bit, but it didn't stay. We went back and checked it. His numbers had dropped again, even a tick lower than originally it started. So his doctor incorporated another medication, which seemed like it was helping him as far as in the blood arena, right? However, the prednisone that he was on has a tendency to weaken ligaments. And I think that's what might have happened with with his front paw, because he already had like a little bum leg on the right side in the back. So then he did something to his front paw in the front where he couldn't stand up. He was 126 pounds. He couldn't sustain his own weight. I used a sling, right, to help him out, go to the bathroom and everything for the longest part of the time, when he was able to muster up enough strength to help me to get him outside to go to the bathroom and things like that. Well, Christmas Day, my baby couldn't muster up enough strength to do anything. He just laid there for most of the day, most of the morning. And he had been in all night. I had to call the fire department to help me get him out because I knew I had to take him to the ER. I had gone online and read that sometimes this new medication that the doctor has prescribed, they said if your dog is starting to experience muscle weakness, then to contact your doctor right away. That's what I did. I tried to get him to the ER as fast as I could. They monitored him most of the day on Christmas. I came back home. I didn't do anything Christmas anyway. I watched, Beyonce's halftime show and tried to get my mind off of things. But they were calling me, letting me know they were still monitoring, doing okay. I talked to one of the doctors there. She said that the goal was because there were no orthopedic doctors there, because of Christmas, he was going to see someone that next morning. Well, I think he took a turn. I think he took a turn for the worse. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him. I don't know if it was the medication or other things were being affected, because she did a workup on his organs. With him taking the new medication, it was doing something to his liver enzymes. And she wanted to put him on another medication to protect his liver. Then her thing was, if he saw an orthopedic doctor, he would probably, examine him, tell us, if he were to do the surgery. But because his anemia was so low, I think it ticked up at that point to 26. It was 23, and then it ticked up to 26. Remember the numbers, I think she told me the numbers had to be between 37 and 55. He was nowhere near where he needed to be in order to undergo a surgery. And if he went under a surgery, they could have relapsed his anemia. It was just a lot. He was 9 years old. Not an old dog, but not a very young dog either. He's like middle age, I guess, considering for dogs, I guess. And then there was no guarantee of his health afterwards. So he couldn't walk, and he was struggling. He looked like he was trouble breathing. He said he was breathing real fast. He was panting real fast. And I remember when we got him there, he was doing it. And she was like, how long has he been doing that? And I said, well, I don't know. He does it off and on every now and again. I said, but I mean, it's nothing new. She says, and then I didn't know at that time that was like a sign of discomfort. I mean, I didn't know. I know he was riddled with arthritis. those dogs, German Shepherds, are prone for arthritis. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, y'all. And it hurt me to my heart to have to say goodbye to him because I feel like his spirit was still there. He wasn't, like he just couldn't walk. Then other things were happening to him. Anyway, I had to say goodbye to my baby the day after Christmas. They called at 11 o'clock on Christmas saying that I might want to pay him a visit and to make my decision then. And I didn't want to be selfish, y'all. I really didn't want to be selfish. But when we got there, he was just laying there looking up. But again, he mustered up enough strength to get close to my mom and like lean up against her. It's like his last ditch, like, help me, take me home. Like he wanted to go home. I didn't know what to do. And the doctor was like, it was hard. It was so hard. And I miss him. I miss him. This is him right here. So I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him so, so, so much. I'm going to miss him. I feel like I did the best thing for him, but then a part of me says, maybe I failed him. I did. I think I failed him. I could have done more. Could I done? I don't know what I could have done. The thing of it is, we couldn't bring him home in that state because he couldn't walk. And the sling wouldn't have helped if his one side wasn't mobile. He wasn't mobile anymore. And he was 126 pounds. How was we going to get him in and out to go to the bathroom? I couldn't leave him outside. It's cold outside now. I could see if I can't even see if it was not cold outside. How are you gonna get around? I could feed him all day long, but I couldn't even lift him. If he was a smaller dog, maybe. Oh God, I feel so bad. What could I have done? Because even with those dogs with the wheels, they have use of their front paws. He didn't have that. He had one. I thought about that too. I said, we just put his back on some wheels and let him go for it. I put a ramp out the back. He can go out in and out. And then there was no telling what the recovery time was going to be, if were able to get his surgery, or how long it was going to take him to get his blood work up to par, and then go get the surgery, and then have to go probably give him more blood, and then, that's just too much. After I thought about it, and the doctor kind of like had to talk to me because I was into, well, we can do this, we can do that, and her thing was, yeah, you could do that, but this is what you're in for. And do you want to really put him through that? And I was sitting there looking at him, and he was seeming like he was struggling, trying to breathe. He was so big. He wasn't overweight. That was just his size. He wasn't overweight at all. Anyway, I just wanted to come here and let you know that he has crossed over. I helped him cross over. I sat with him for an hour before I let him go. Has anybody else ever been through that before? I've been through it one other time. I had a Chihuahua. She died in 2011 or 20. No, she did 2010. Yeah, she died in 2010. I had her. She was 11 years old. I had to do it with her. But I don't want any more dogs. I love them dearly, but it's too heartbreaking. It's too heartbreaking. I can't do it anymore. I don't want the emotional investment. It's hard. Now, I'm clearly much better than I was when I first had to do it the day after Christmas. I cried I've cried every day since then, but I've been able to cope with it more so since yesterday. I think because I went back to work. So I had other things to do I wasn't totally focused on him. Today I was more so thinking about him because he stayed with my mom. And it's just, I'm used to when I go over there, him come bringing me his ball firsthand, or as soon as I sit down looking at the treat jar, or as soon as I get up, nudging me in the back of my knee, wants to go out. I'm looking for that engagement and I'm not getting it. And I'm not going to get it. Anyway, I just came to bring you I think it's therapeutic for me to get it out, talk about it. If anybody else has gone through this, share your experience. How did you overcome it? I don't want another animal. I know they say get another animal to help fill that void, that hole. I don't want that. Even though I could provide a nice home and rescue a dog that needs a home. I'm just not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I won't say I won't ever get anything because you don't know what the future will hold. But I think I'm going to take off. Maybe when I retire and I can be home, because I can't be home with a dog. I'll say that. If I retire and I'm still able to get around and be mobile, I will get a little dog. Not little, but a little dog. One that I know I can pick up and carry to the car. Take in and out of the car. Anyway. Y'all, keep me in your prayers. Everyone be blessed. Peace.